drawing on a football.
It's called a tattoo because it's pigskin.
Oh, okay. You told me your tech person wasn't available. I swear to God, I'm going to punch you in the mouth. Your tech person couldn't do every date that we have ever tried to do in the world.
That's true.
And then finally, you have a Hollywood studio that you shoot. Yep. Oh, the tech. Call your girl Katie the tech.
What do you call Matthew?
Matty boy.
Oh, Katie girl.
Hi, Katie girl.
Katie girl.
So, yeah, what is the holdup with you and your pod? If you don't think, this is the thing with podcast people, you don't realize, never knew how busy I was until you try to book guests for a podcast. And you trying to book guests for a podcast, you go, oh my God, I can do Saturday at 11 o'clock in the morning for 1 hour. That's what I have.
Yes.
And you're like, that's all I have. Like, James Brown doesn't have shit on us. He just went out and did gigs and fucking slept till noon all day.
Right.
I got new teeth. I saw James Brown when he had new teeth.
Really?
And he couldn't say you. He said, I love ooh. The entire concert, he never said yeah. It was, baby ooh. I got new teeth. I assume he had to big.
I'm only here to steal impressions from you.
Do it.
I got new teeth. I love you. Oh, look at my hair. How'd I get my hair this way? Ooh, don't know.
I once saw James Brown at the House of Blues.
The House of Blues? Wait, let's do Stephen.
I thought it was amazing that a man named Brown was performing in a House of Blues. They should have called it the House of Brown. It's not easy to write a Stephen Wright.
No, it's
smarter
not.
than us.
It's not.
Why don't you like grown-ups eating candy?
This is Stephen Wright having lunch with Stephen Wright.
Okay.
Would you pass me over the rice sandwich? I believe I ordered the rice sandwich and got it.
There's 2 rice sandwiches here. One of them has pastrami and the other one is tuna fish.
All right. Well, I'll give both a rye.
Well, which one am I supposed to eat? If they both go over to you, I have no sandwich.
I'll negotiate with you.
All right, you start the offer at $1 million.
$1 million for your sandwich.
Yeah.
All right. But I'm going to pay you and
it's hard to do a Stephen Wright joke.
It's hard to do a Stephen Wright joke and laugh or smile. You can have no fun doing it.
That's what sucks. I don't want to be stuck in a persona. Stephen Wright backstage could be like, hey, great to be here. Go.
How you all doing? I just saw a store that was open 24 hours, but he was closing it.
Don't do his bits.
I know, but we were.
See? No, that was
He
his.
did one of his earlier.
What? Oh, as the example of
C-section one.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I thought I'd just do one of his bits.
I ordered a tuna fish sandwich. I said, what is this? They said, that's tuna. I said, last time I checked, tuna's not filled with mayonnaise and celery. You really caught a winner. It's not bad. I tried.
Catch a codfish, and he's like, you caught a codfish. You guys have been great.
This is Stephen Wright in an open mic trying his new shit. It's not working yet.
I bought some lined paper, but it wasn't lined. Something, something, something.
He has no saves. He can't be like...
Yeah, nothing's lukewarm for him.
He can't. He can't just be like,
I look like lesbian Val Kilmer.
he can't. He has to just do the next bit.
I know what you're all thinking. What's this guy doing on stage wearing a Red Sox hat?
What am I, David Spade? I'm not going to take it off for 3 years.
You do it good. You do it good.
Well, I can mimic. I'm pretty good at mimic, especially if I'm listening to you. That's why I think stealing impressions is a
Jane's Addiction wrote Been Caught Stealing about you. I don't know if you know. It's in the liner notes, man.
You know what?
And they're from Gainesville, Florida.
You son of a bitch. Like I
say that all the
I've
time.
never said this, but my Morgan Freeman is because I heard someone else do Morgan Freeman.
Good old Andy.
Andy Dufresne. I'd like to say the sisters didn't rape Andy that day. You know what I mean?
Swam through a river of shit, came out the other side. There's Matty Boy with a sign that says 45 minutes, we've gone.
Matty holds up a sign that says we have 45 minutes. And then 2 penguins, 69 in the distance. Beautiful mother. You're leaving me to riff, aren't you?
I'm into it. You had my I was completely into it.
The less I know, Mr. Wayne, I don't have to lie when they ask me. It's from The Dark Knight.
That baby has the penis of a 2-year-old.
I saw that baby's dick glistening in the sun because it was wet from when I went down on that baby. Oh no, Morgan!
You made it weird.
Morgan
With Pete Holmes.
Well, he did. He's dating
Morgan
his
Freeman
granddaughter.
did take it too far. It was weird. You didn't. It's weird that
I will do that all the time. I like to separate myself from my brain all the time because people have thoughts that are terrible all the time.
All right, you know what? I don't give a shit about grown-ups eating candy. If you don't, I don't. We'll just fucking do impressions all day.
All right. I was thinking. I bet you have a great Pacino, so I have to do it first.
My Pacino is not very good.
Well, he's deaf.
You relax. Oh, you think
It's a
I'm
little
deaf?
like your Schwarzenegger.
You motherfucker. I am not deaf. I hear. I can smell pussy. That's what Scent of a Woman is about. Fuck you. Right?
Pete, I think you got it all wrong.
See,
Every once in a while, you got to lift your eyebrows up and look around. There's many things.
That's right.
Who you? You're a cunt.
Oh, I'm going to have your job, shithead.
Oh,
You're going to come into my house? You're going to come do my podcast?
I believe this is my garage.
I believe it's my house now.
God is an absentee landlord, Pete. I sound like a jazz man.
You're doing that Southern Scent of a Woman one.
I used to sound like Tyne Daly from Cagney and Lacey. If you watch Dog Day Afternoon,
Day
I go,
Afternoon.
what's under the desk? A squirrel? What is this? We're
It's me.
Vietnam veterans. We don't mind killing.
Al Pacino, it's me.
And right around it, why does your whole body shake when you do Young
I just
Pacino?
got to. It's me, Al. Meow Pacino. This is my cat.
Attica!
This is my cat, Meow Pacino.
I don't like the dry food no more. I'd appreciate it if you got some fancy feast. Fancy feast, Attica! This guy wants to pet me so bad he can taste it. Put the brush down.
You stupid fucking cunt.
that's a cat saying it.
You
I
idiot.
sit here on a window
Oh, that's good.
and I get sunshine on my body.
Oh, that is really good.
God, what do you want me to do?
What am I going to do?
See, you've harnessed the high Pacino.
There is. Me and
only
Ralph
do.
Garman had this impression,
GPS
discussion. Yes, we had this discussion of every impression. There's one thing you got to be able to hang your hat. There's one
The touchstone.
Yeah, there's one nail in the wall that no matter where you go,
Yes.
like with Pacino, it's that's the hook.
Oh, there you
no
go.
matter how far you go, no matter where you are,
Yes.
you can hang your coat on that nail in the wall that goes.
Yeah. I have a list in my phone, which is the impression and then the touchdown.
No, you don't.
I do.
Let me see it.
I don't.
What's
I
the
haven't
touchdown for
looked
Schwarzenegger? Tongue way back. That bit you do on your website of
You know,
accent be gone or whatever.
Axagon. You know, if I,
Were you doing for Matty Boy? Make Billy, you doing the commercial.
I've done it live because sometimes, and that was always my dream.
Well, now do it for 250,000 people on the Jay Mohr Stories podcast.
Is that how many people listen to the show?
I dialed it back a little because I don't want you to feel small. But sometimes you're ahead of me on the iTunes charts, and I'm like, what the fuck?
That's got to be because it's based on new listeners or something. So you already
Mohr
have.
Stories. Go to iTunes, leave a comment, and say, what should the comment be?
I really liked it when he said Meow Pacino.
Meow Pacino is the comment.
Meow Pacino.
Meow Pacino. Give Matty Boy a little
So what it is he goes, it's
Axagon?
me, and I go, hi, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's right, Arnold Schwarzenegger. You're probably wondering, where's my thick Austrian accent? It's gone. Thanks to Axagon, the accent eliminating spray. It's terminated. One thing you need to know. Hold on. Just give me one. Hold on. I got it. Just,
No, you
just
just
keep
did.
rolling.
Oh, we go again.
Just keep rolling.
All right, just keep rolling.
don't
You
know
got you
what you're-
okay?
I feel. I just want to do it again.
All right, let's go. Action.
Hi, I'm Arnold.
Cut.
What? Hold. I got to get into.
You don't
a
hear
rhythm.
that? You don't hear what you're doing? It sounds like you have an Austrian accent in bits and pieces. It's coming out. You have an Austrian
No,
accent.
I don't. I'm using.
Right there. Freeze it.
No, I
Freeze
just-
it. Freeze yourself right there. Maybe could you
I
use
played
it right
Mr.
now?
Freeze. I played Mr. Freeze. Maybe I could do something.
Love the way this sounds.
Mr. Freeze. Maria Schreiber. My wife.
Do you really have a touchstone thing in your phone?
Yeah, I wonder if I do.
How many impressions do you do? I didn't know you did so many impressions. You're very good at them. Pete
Everybody says you come on my show and we do impressions, and then you know what? You have a lot more listeners than me, so this is much better business.
Holmes. You know it's really bad business? Sitting around looking at your phone in the middle of a podcast.
You told me to get the.
I didn't know you had a 15-digit fucking password.
I'm looking up
Serrano's
the
got the
impressions.
discs. Serrano's got the discs.
I'm trying to. I would never.
Do you do walking?
I know you do, and I want to steal it from you.
I wasn't fucking setting myself up. I was genuinely
I'm going to lift my friend Andy Haynes. You should look him up. Haynes has this great bit where he goes, I can only do Christopher Walken saying one thing. And he goes, Google Docs.
Google Docs.
Google Docs.
The secret to Walken.
Google Docs.
Let me tell you, Pete Holmes, great impressionist. 'Cause you do good Pacino and you do very good impressions. If you want to grade anybody's Walken impression,
Yes.
they have to be able to go down into the whisper. Otherwise, toss it out.
Oh, I love it.
Because everybody does this up here, Pete Holmes.
He takes the watch, he puts it up his ass.
And every one syllable word is 2 syllables.
You take it.
No.
But
you can't be afraid. You gotta go and do it down here.
You gotta do it down here.
My son bought me a Cadillac. I think that calls for a toast. I would like more water.
I would like
This watch. Even in that monologue, this watch. You know, it's too bad that, and it's not too bad because it's perfect, but I love Walken when because he's become kind of funny.
Yes.
But people don't realize, like, when you watch The Deer Hunter, how gorgeous he was, physically, beautifully, aesthetically pleasing.
High cheekbones.
Gorgeous man. And what an incredible actor he was. And in that speech, he nails it so hard. And I almost felt like Tarantino cheapened the speech by having the watch in the ass. That's all anyone knows from that speech.
I agree.
But that speech, the lineage of where that watch, your great-great-great-grandfather
Yeah.
was given this watch by his wife before he went to work
Yeah.
in the War of 1812. And the French, they drove them out of the French Quarter. And it just goes on and on. And like, then your father in Vietnam. And he hid this watch in his ass. And that's all anyone knows from that speech.
Yeah.
But I think it really takes away from what a great writer Quentin Tarantino is. That speech is alarmingly beautiful and perfect.
I agree. And he dies of dysentery, which is kind of a poop joke. You know, he
knew there was no way. Those gooks were
gooks.
I asked Christopher Walken on the set of Suicide Kings. Absolute true story. What was the worst part of filming The Deer Hunter? And he's taped to a chair. He can't move. In our movie, Suicide Kings, he can only move his head, and he goes, the slopes. He's not kidding.
The slopes.
They're filthy. They're animals. They're passionate expecticators.
Oh
and I don't know what that meant because I was drunk.
What does it mean?
Spinning. Expecticate. And he goes, you'll be doing a scene, you know, you're up to your waist in water, and a guy holding a bounce card goes, oh, I'm here. And they're like, action. And I'm like, now you got to go act with this guy. And he just dropped that in your lap. And you're like,
my God. What? That's horrible.
Give me some button hooks here.
Cleveland from Family Guy.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, that's nasty. Oh, hey, Peter.
But what's the hook?
The hook is, that's nasty.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah. Matt from work, Seinfeld, stealing.
Matt from what?
Some
You're
of these
doing
are
guys you
people
used to play
I know.
wiffle ball with in the neighborhood.
Some of these this is a guy that I worked with. Lunch is here?
You know what?
He was a writer's assistant that would
between
come in the
Barry
room.
Katz and Colin Quinn. I'm like, if these guys would just get more famous, I would have 20 new minutes of material.
Yes, Alan Rickman. This one it says Romano plus Patrick Stewart. That's what it says.
All right.
I'm
Let's hear you, Ray Romano.
Oh, yeah. I love the Nets, the Mets, and the Jets. You know,
That's the O.
Yeah.
What's the hook?
It's That's
Yeah,
the
okay,
hook.
good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I have two twins.
Well, Vietnam veterans, we don't mind killing.
Oh,
It's
men
the
of a
same hook.
certain age.
That show is great.
It was a great show.
Oh, you ruined it.
Why don't you watch my show?
That's angry Romano. I don't know why I did it right to
It's a
Matthew.
little Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Seinfeld's similar.
Usually I'm
touchstone.
all over you. Usually I blanket you in positivity. I didn't hear that at all.
Well, it's also New York a little bit.
Jerry Seinfeld, what is the deal when very few of my jokes are actually funny?
You have a joke. You say it on stage. People don't laugh. Not a joke. It's not a joke, Chris.
You talk about a guy with a rhythm where the audience just
yeah.
laughs when they're supposed. Like if you did Jerry Seinfeld's exact act
Yes.
from a young comedian special,
Yeah.
you would die 1,000 deaths.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. The words.
If you just went on stage and go, I do my laundry and there's a sock missing.
Yeah.
Where's the sock?
Right.
Where's the sock?
Where is the sun?
What is going on? Guys are walking around in flip-flops.
Flipping and flying.